for today's cup of coffee with Scream.
Oh!
It was a long damn day.
Oh!
We're recording this
very
on
long day.
March the 4th, 2025. Tomorrow is youngest kid's birthday.
It's my birthday.
Tomorrow will be his birthday.
Yeah,
well,
but
I mean,
this is going to be posted on my birthday, so it's my birthday.
It always gives us weird because we record the night before, and so on things like that, it's like, what is this? It's weird.
Yeah, it's my birthday.
It'll be his birthday.
It's my birthday.
He'll be 26.
Yeah.
He on the back side of 20.
Yeah.
Side of 20.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
26 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Chock full of interesting. Yeah.
It's definitely been a journey.
Yeah. Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
That's like their stuff, no joke, that I listened to when I was little or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That was new then. Like,
yeah.
And now, dead ass, they're considered oldies. And it's like, what? What?
What's crazy is going...
What do you mean that's an oldie?
Wait till you get to the level that you start going in places and you're like, do I know that old man? Do I know that old woman? And you realize it's someone that you went to school with. And you're like, you know that they're looking at you the same way. Yeah. It's a rude awakening.
It's like,
time and tide wait for no man.
Even well, dead ass. Even now, it's like you had to do a double take. Oh, that's you.
Well,
that's you.
I do that every time I, unfortunately, look in the mirror. I really do. It's just like, oh hell.
There's only one person. Only one person that I know from my childhood that looks the same.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Identical.
Yeah.
And he's always been just adorable. He is just an adorable human being. Yeah. He's a good human being.
He is.
I like that kid. Mm-hmm. And we have somebody that, one of our wonderful long-term viewers, listeners, whatever. Mm-hmm. She's been with us for years and came to us originally from over on BitChute. And I cannot say her name because it's Mandarin. So I call her Lady. Because what her screen name is the Mandarin for Lady.
Hi, Miss Lady.
And she's wondrous. She's the one that had sent gifts to us.
She did.
Some time back, and it was just incredible.
I love the dolls.
Yeah.
I
we loved
dolls.
everything. And the coffee was wondrous, and everything was wondrous.
The dolls are proudly displayed.
Yes. Yes, he adores them. Well, she had sent me a link to a video, and I always enjoy it when somebody, you're welcome to do that. You can do that in email. You can put that in the comment section. Go, hey, go listen to this. Mm-hmm. And so it was from a channel called What Lurks Beneath. And I was actually familiar with this channel. And I'm not even going to try these people's last names. Now, the gentleman who is the host of this channel, his name is Dominic. And then we're going to leave it at that. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah, that's about it.
And he was interviewing a gentleman. His name was Matt. Mm-hmm. And Matt, and I can't remember if it was one of those places that used to make steel. I did watch it last night, but it's been a long day. It's been a long day. Mm-hmm. And what it was, Matt, he and some of his buddies, when they were younger, had gone to one of these, that was the steel mill and different things. And because kids be kids. And they mess and stuff they should. And they encountered this creature that must have been, the way they described it was like a dogman.
Yeah.
And I'm still not quite sure if that's just the Americanized version of werewolf or what.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily common to see werewolves here in America, you know?
I don't know that it's common to see dogmen.
But they also called it a wolfman, and there's not really a difference.
Oh, that's what
Big dog. Big wild dog.
Yeah. But Matt had, in his experience, and he, is really good if you're one of these that likes a lot of details in your stories and everything. Mm-hmm. He will provide that. What had impressed him the most was just that this thing was unbelievably almost just couldn't wrap your head around how large that this creature was.
Mm-hmm.
And that its hands, even though they were huge, were similar to those of a raccoon.
Now, I don't know if that... Raccoon's hands are kind of creepy.
Yes. And this creature's hands were creepy also. And they had... the creature had attacked some dogs that were there in the area, and one of them probably...
It had a gash on it.
Yes. He was talking about that it gashed it.
And, like, one was thrown, and its butt was... It was thrown in such a way that there was no way that it could have jumped.
Yeah.
Like...
Most
back to the ground,
jump ass
butt
first.
to them. It was thrown at them butt first.
When you be flinging the dogs, and these were not small dogs.
No. What kind of dogs did they say that they were?
I don't know.
Just big dogs?
Breed. And it's just like, I would not want to... Cryptids, everybody's got like almost like a favorite cryptid, or one that fascinates them the most.
Mm-hmm.
I would not want to encounter an actual cryptid.
Now, it's fun to joke about it and stuff like that.
Right. And it's like, to my knowledge, I don't know that anybody in this area has had sightings of dogmen, whatever.
Yeah.
Squatch.
Squatch.
It's
Bigfoot. Big feet. Big
like I
feet.
said, the Dogman legend, and even with the werewolf legend, which I have studied on that more than some of the other ones, and it's interesting how those things have changed over the years. Because at one point there was a legend that there was a type of flower that it was beautiful, and it was purple, but it had a white center, but it smelled bad. Mm-hmm. And that if somebody got into those types of flowers, that could turn them into a werewolf.
Those little big stinky flowers, the big meat flowers with the hole in it.
That's just like... There was also a legend with the werewolves that if someone that the werewolf loved, or that loved the werewolf, if they shook an article of clothing in front of it, that it would break the spell.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, that's old stuff.
Yeah.
Do not ask for references, because that's back from when I was a child in book.
What about the bells? You
What about the bells?
You don't ring the bells with them, do you?
No, I don't think that would. I wonder what a dog whistle would do to them.
Probably hurt their ears.
Good.
Because I'm sure it does something to the actual dogs too, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, that might not be a bad thing to ponder.
No, but it also might just anger it,
Mm-hmm. But the gentleman that had the experience, Matt, and he said that he had gone on several other places telling his story, and I encouraged this. And he seemed credible. It wasn't one of those, you can tell if somebody is just spinning a yarn or not. But now, I'm like Lady, I do believe these guys are credible on this.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, anything that you listen to, make up your own mind.
I mean, he sounded traumatized by it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't if they saw something like that? So what happened after? Did they just ran?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did it chase after them?
I think that it did. I really, like I said, it's been, my God, what a day it's been. I listened to it. It's actually a rather long interview. I will put the link in the description box. It's almost, it's a hour and 50 minutes, the totality of it. I'll listen to
it's a long interview.
Yeah. Yeah. But he had more than one encounter with it. He does have some PTSD. I would move. If I had an encounter with something like that, I think I would change locations to find out where that was not.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something that that's a type of cryptid, like legit, I've heard a little bit about it before. That's the type of cryptid that is like, oh, that's a no. That's a total nope. That's like, you will shit if you see that in real life.
I can see that. And it's like, the thing with
Bigfoot,
the werewolf,
it would just be like, monkey.
Yeah. No, it would be like, no. But with the werewolf legend, it was a matter of changing forms from man to the creature. I don't know if that is the same with the Dogman legend or not, or if it's just perpetually in Dogman form.
Right.
But now, with knowing some of the things that we know now about some of the research that has been done over the years, is it feasible that something like that could have been created in a lab? I think so.
Could it have been a hellhound?
Hellhounds usually guard a specific area. I mean, they're posted. Mm-hmm. One of the things with the hellhounds was like vampires, that they guarded wherever the vampire was when they were sleeping.
Okay.
That's just,
So you went into a certain graveyard and they would be there
you know.
someplace.
Yeah, I just would not. One of the best examples of the hellhounds on that was, oh my God, I can't think of it. Kiefer Sutherland. What am I thinking of? Oh my God, Lost Boys.
Lost Boys, yeah.
Lost Boys was one of the best movies ever made. Mm-hmm. But you had the dog that he was fine. He was just a normal dog, except when the master was asleep and that lady had brought him a bottle of wine and the dog was about to eat her face off. Mm-hmm. But that was a great example of a hellhound.
Yeah.
But no, the Dogman, it's not something I want to encounter. I think it's something that's, like I said, I think it's very feasible. Mm-hmm. When somebody has a paranormal and or supernatural encounter, they deserve to be heard.
They do.
And it's the reason we've always, if anybody has had experiences, we love when people share with us.
Yeah, we really do. I mean, it's so cool. That's like hearing my therapist's ghost story and seeing how dramatic it was, you know? It's like, that's incredible. I would be horrified and traumatized by it, but like that's incredible.
Yeah. And our buddy Blue over in the UK, God love him, he had made, and I'll put a link to his recent video. He had allowed us to make our own recording of his encounter with these disembodied voices.
The mimics? Skinwalkers?
No, it wasn't that. It was over there in the UK. And it was near a castle. And he pronounces it beautifully. So you can hear his wonderful accent. Mm-hmm. And he can pronounce it correctly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. He heard ghosts.
He did. And it's one of those, it's like, okay, are you hearing echoes from the past, or are you tapping into that quantum, whatever it is, of things that have not yet been?
Right. Are they talking? Like in real time? Or is it recordings of past conversations?
Well, he heard the voices. I don't know that he said that he could make out exactly what they were saying. Again, I'll put the link to his channel. Go subscribe to him also. Because these are wonderful encounters. We need more of these. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I love it when people share their personal supernatural journeys.
Now listen, I've heard disembodied voices before in
it's
real
freaky.
life. And it literally makes you whip your head in the direction and be like, what?
Yeah, we've
like,
had
oh, what?
You've had a lot of that lately, as far as thinking that you heard me and I wasn't there, and yeah.
That's why it's like you never respond to a mimic, ever.
No. And that's a new, I don't know if, is it a paranormal thing, or is it we don't know that it's not a thought form with the, what is it you call them, mimics.
Like what are they called? Oh, give me a second. My brain didn't work and talk to them.
But like I said, thought forms was one of the things. Tulpas that they have been. Oh yeah, that's what a tulpa is. Basically a thought form.
Yeah.
That it has, through the collective, taken shape.
Yeah.
Come into being.
Except sometimes the tulpas could be created if the person believed in it enough.
Mm-hmm. No, don't be calling nothing. Don't be doing that.
Yeah, no,
because
don't
then
do that.
You got that thing and you don't know what it's going to run amok.
You don't want that shit.
Is AI a tulpa?
But the mimics are kind of like the skinwalkers in a way, where they can replicate people's voices, but it just, like, it gets close, but it's just off enough that it throws someone off and wigs them out.
And it's interesting how some
they're
of
dangerous.
these legends do change over the course of time. Mm-hmm. And they become rediscovered. New things come into being. It's just incredible. Because you've got to wonder, we have about the doppelgangers. That is something that has been around for a very long time.
Yeah.
Where someone, looked and saw themselves. And that's usually a harbinger of badness.
Yeah.
There ain't no such thing as a harbinger of goodness. It's just a harbinger. But I'm wondering if
brings bad news.
mimics is a form of doppelganger.
Well, the thing is, sometimes it will replicate the people's voices. Like, it will like, there's been videos of people recording mimics. And it was whoever was recording the video, it was their voice. Sometimes it would replicate friends, family, stuff like that. This one girl actually saw one.
Oh,
And because she thought it was her mama. And she went into the hallway and she saw the figure in the hallway at the very end. And it was like, come here. Come here. Come closer. I got something to show you. And it was like, you ain't supposed to be home. And she locked herself in the room and it clawed at the door.
Oh, wow.
It banged and clawed at the door. At one point, she was huddled in the corner.
Yeah, that's not fun.
And it opened the door and she screamed and ran right up to that door and slammed it shut and put something up against it. And she was calling her mama. And her mama was like, oh, dude, you're just having a bad dream. That's all.
Why would you do that?
Don't know.
Because I think a lot of people don't. They deny it because they don't want to have to deal with it. And so...
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Because it's like it's something that's unexplainable. Mm-hmm. And you can't report the shit. There's no company or whatever, to deal with these things.
Ghostbusters. I need to read a lot. That was Zach Bagans. Is that his name?
Zach Bagans, yeah.
Oh, he'd be there and be doing a podcast on it. It's like, yeah, no.
He'd be trying to contact that shit. He would go up to it and he would full on throw hands with it.
Which would be worse, to have the supernatural entity or end up as a meme?
Honestly,
it's a personal preference there.
Honestly, I would take the meme.
I don't know.
I would take the meme over a supernatural experience like that any day.
And
it's like, no.
I have had an experience years ago, the paranormal and supernatural, lots. And as far as something clawing at the door.
That's a scary
thing. And to
thing.
think that it was an animal, I can't remember if I thought it was a cat or a dog or whatever it was, but it's like, no. To find out later, no.
Well, that's like, I've heard knocking on the windows before.
Oh, yeah. Not,
up here.
Do not, as far as the knocking, do not open the door.
Don't open the door. Don't open the window.
Right.
And I went up to the window and looked out and there was nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had that before too. And it's just like, it always freaks me out. I mean, it freaks me out bad. And
I always count it.
Yeah.
I count it. Because it's like 3 knocks, that usually means something's about to happen.
Yeah.
Like bad. I don't know what the 4 or 5
I've never heard
means.
the 4. I've just heard the 3. And it's like, it freaks me out bad anytime I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a scary thing. It's like...
Yeah, it's like, let's don't. Not today. We had too much. Mm-hmm. And I did listen to Leo King talking about that this week, and I think his is like Tuesday to Tuesday or Monday to Monday. I don't know what day it is today. And he said this week is going to be interesting, but the next week is going to be even more interesting.
I don't know. I'm still traumatized by that zebra man dream.
Yeah, I can see that. I'd rather not see something like that.
Someone dressed up in one of those full body, like, what is that material even called? Those green suits that are like, I guess they're called Zentai suits or something like that. Maybe.
I have no idea.
But it was full on zebra
Gimp suits.
Those are made out of latex or PVC or vinyl. No, it's not one of those.
That would
it's
be
like
bad.
a fabric.
I wouldn't want to see one of those outside the window.
But it was zebra print and full on like horse face prosthetic.
We wouldn't, honestly, the chances of us in our area seeing something like that are very slim. If somebody was going to have a gimp suit, you know that it would be camouflage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't a gimp suit. It wasn't a gimp suit. There's no BDSM gear on him.
Anyhow.
Ew. You nasties. You nasties.
Freaks. There's been just craziness.
You
just
freak.
craziness. Anyhow, we do appreciate anybody sharing these stories with us. I don't usually put the email address because it's there in the description box, but it is cupofcoffeewithscream, that's all together, at gmail.com.
Yeah.
So if you want to send us any of those things, or like I said, you can put it in the comments, or it's like if you want to put it in the comments, say, hey, I have a story I'd like to send you. And then, we work with people. We work with people lots, as much as we can.
We do. Also, you can check us out on BitChute, Rumble, YouTube, at Rolanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, Rolanda COCWS.
Yeah.
You can check me out on there. It's that alien.
Yeah.
I think.
It's theirs in the description
Let me
box.
look. Give me a second. I can pull it up right here on the podcast. I can do that if my phone would let me. Oh, it's that alien. Yeah.
It's there in the description box. It's easy to find.
I
So
post
you can
all
go over
stuff.
there and follow him. X, it can be fun. It really can, if you use the tool properly. I still urge everybody to at least go and experience Grok, who is the AI there on X. It's an incredible encounter, and it's an incredible tool. It can be.
Yeah, it really can be.
Yeah.
It's good.
Everybody's having the paranormal and the supernatural. Everybody. And this planetary alignment shit is... Oh my God.
It's rough.
It is.
And it's like, it's not the time to crash out, but it brings you close to it.
Yes. Yes, it does. This too shall pass. Know that you are loved. Treat other people the way you would like to be treated.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking the time to share porch ponderings.
Each one of y'all are very much appreciated.
Yes. Even the ones that they never comment or get the thumbs up or anything like that. But they listen, and that's fine.
They do.
It's like, we're here if you need us as best we can be. If you need prayers, for real. Now, that is something, just put in there in the comments or whatever. It's like, hey, pray for me.
Yeah.
We do that. We pray all the time. We really, that's the only way we're
Pray without
surviving.
ceasing.
Yeah. Yeah. Some days more than others. And, Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup. Bye.
Bye.